off to a great start this indoor season. We just had our Sykes Sabach Challenge Cup meet at the Ashenfelter Indoor Track, where it's our first scored meet of the year. We finished on top, both the men's and women's sides, second year in a row that we've swept that competition. So excited about that. When you look at the performances we've been having this year as a program so far, very pleased. Our programs are rounding out well with all event areas, sprinters, jumpers, throwers, middle distance runners, and distance runners, all having a phenomenal season so far. So excited for the indoor Big Ten championships in 2 weeks, and then moving on into the outdoor season after that.
Coach, you've had several school records broken this year. Can you talk a little bit about a few of those?
Yeah, it's started things off right away with outstanding Xavier Smith, who last year as a freshman did some great things, but really came back this year on a mission and set our 60-meter school record, and then broke it again the next weekend. So really adding some depth into the sprints for us. He's got the .1 time in the Big Ten right now in the 60-meter dash. Malik Moffitt came back and just missed our 200-meter school record by .04, running 21:02, which is the top time in the Big Ten right now. So exciting there. One of the fun events to watch so far this year that we've been having is our women's vaulters. Lexi Masterson has set the school record twice now. Last weekend, Hannah Mulhern beat her at a bar and was the school record holder for about 5 minutes until Lexi came back at that bar and matched her, and then Lexi went on to go ahead and get our school record in that event. So, fun things there. I have some other outstanding performances. Brandon Kidder set the collegiate record in the 1,000-meter run, which is, an event that Penn State has had a lot of tradition in. Robbie Crease was the American collegiate record holder in that event. Was taken away from him, so to speak, by Rich Peters from Boston University a few years back. So Brandon bought that overall record back home for us, and excited about that. And it's just, like I said, really pleased with the depth that we've been having with our program so far and everything that's been going on.
Coach, this year you added 2 new track coaches. Can you talk a little bit about who they are and what they bring to the program?
Sure. Aaron Tucker has joined us as our associate head coach. He's came to us from the University of Florida and the University of Kentucky prior to that, so he brings a great knowledge from the sprinting events. He was a All-American hurdler himself and has really done a good job with our sprint crew this year and got them to the performing at a level that is above where they were last year. So very pleased with that and the progress that they're making, and having Aaron on staff. Did a great job recruiting this fall as well. Angela Recker came to us from the University of North Carolina, brings a great knowledge of recruiting and middle distance and distance running, and you could tell she was a great help right away with our women winning the Big Ten championship in the fall in cross country. So two great new additions to our staff that we're pleased to have here at Penn State.
For Lauren and Wayne, in terms of competing in front of such a great crowd, what's that been like this past month? And you can talk about what that's been like.
Yeah. For me, this is kind of home. I'm from Altoona, so 35, 40 minutes away. I've been competing at this indoor track my entire life, my entire track career. And, being here, the alumni that come back every year, it's amazing. They always sit together. Our guys and girls and their families usually sit together. So even just when the clerk sends you around to go line up to start, just that slow jog, walk over the starting line it's pretty humbling, because you got the entire crowd there kind of cheering you on and yelling your name, and our guys line the track and stick their hands up and high five. So it's really nice, and we're very fortunate to run at home, because a lot of our performances come early. We can get them out of the way.
Yeah, and same thing for me. I don't necessarily compete indoor, but just being from State College and being around the indoor meets, just seeing all the people from the community coming in, showing their support for Penn State and for the local kids that we have on the team is awesome. It's great to see.
That was a little hard question for Lauren Nass. He's a javelin thrower for our program, multiple-time All-American in that event, coming back for a 5th year this year. Wade obviously is a middle distance and distance runner, and back for his 5th year as well. So he has a little more experience on the indoor track than Lauren has. but both captains with the program. I think it's really neat to see District 6 here, local high school district, and producing outstanding talent. We have a handful of athletes on our program that are from the local area here that are just doing a phenomenal job with our team, and I think it's neat to see that local products are coming here to Penn State and doing a great job.
Coach, can you talk about some of your key freshmen this year?
Yeah, sure. One of the obviously freshmen who's come in on the men's side and made a big impact is Isaiah Harris. Isaiah was from Maine. Found out about him just kind of reading a little bit. Maine doesn't have much of an outdoor track season just because of the weather, and he was an individual who put up some outstanding performances on a shortened season. Didn't really train all year, and thought if we could get him into our system here and start him training where he would, run through the fall and into the winter, that he could do some great things. And in his fourth meet last weekend, he ran 1:47.31 for the 800, which is currently ranked fifth in the country. So very pleased with Isaiah and his development and coming in right away and being a significant contributor. On the women's side, she's a little bit more of a redshirt freshman, but Tessa Barrett has come in and sat out all last year. But, this is her freshman year on the track, and she's PR'd in the mile, PR'd in the 3,000 meters, was All-American at cross country this past fall, helping lead our team to a 16th place finish. But she's going to be a significant contributor freshman-wise on the track. So along with many others, it's the one thing I struggle with on these media days. We have 115 kids on our team, and you're going to forget somebody when it comes to talking about this. So, but we have some really good freshman sprinters on the team. Keanu Alberry is going to someone who comes in with some great performances and is going to be a big difference for us. And along with some others, I'm really excited about the depth that we have right now.
Coach, you mentioned bringing in local talent.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of state college hires, Trevor, and coming in next year. Just what's the relationship been like between the defensive program and the state college program?
I think it's been outstanding. We traditionally have 2 or 3 state college kids come to our program every year, and they've come in and done a wonderful job. And it's not just state college. I mean, Altoona High School, Mifflin County, a lot of the local areas. We have a young man in from down in Huntington right now who's a freshman. Really, just they come in and they maybe. Don't have the competition that you might have in the Philadelphia area or the Pittsburgh area, so their marks might not stand out like some of the other people from the east and the west side of the state. But you can just watch them compete and know that they have the tools to be successful both academically and athletically here. And once they get into the program and get a few years of development under their belt, they take off and have outstanding careers. And so it's important to me not only to recruit in Pennsylvania, but to recruit our athletes from right here at home as well.
We're in a fantastic spot moving forward. Having these home competitions, it's nice to be able to sleep in your own bed at night and get up and get the performances out of the way. Going down the Big Ten performance list, it's just Penn State one after another. You can go each individual event, and we have people represented. We've had a lot of talented teams in the past. I know my sophomore year here, we were third at the Indoor Big Ten Championships and came within 3 points of winning that title. And this team is as talented as that one, if not more. We just seem to be getting the job done on all levels, and I'm very excited for the end of February.
Been very pleased with the process. As Wade said, it's been nice to be at home. You can kind of control the competitions. You can enter people and get them in where you believe they're ready to compete. Whereas when you get on the road, sometimes you're kind of at the mercy of their meet director and them putting the competition together. But as Wade said, you look down the Big Ten performance list and across the board in events that we traditionally haven't had people represented at a conference final. We're out there, with the top marks in this and the top marks in that, and it's going to be a battle. There's on the men's side, Nebraska and Michigan, and Indiana look very, very good right now. On the women's side, it looks like it'll be Michigan, Purdue, us. I know I'm missing one other team in there, but it'll be a 3 or 4 team race that'll, come down to who is ready to go when we compete at the Spire Center in 2 weeks. And that's kind of been our theme of this indoor season, has been about competition and making sure that you don't get so caught up with trying to run a time. You have to learn to beat people, because when it's a preliminary round and it's top 3 advance to the final, doesn't matter how fast or how slow you run, you have to be in that top 3. And the team's been doing a wonderful job at that this year, and really excited about the next couple weeks, and then really excited about heading into outdoors. We get to bring our javelin throwers back into the mix, which is an event that we've traditionally done very, very well with. We have a handful of fifth-year seniors on the men's side that don't have indoor eligibility, that have outdoor eligibility. People that have been at the national championships like Robbie Crease and Brian Leap, and you put those 2 into the mix, and our men's team just gets even that much stronger. So very excited, and the kind of plan so far has been working this indoor season, and next 3 weeks will be a lot of fun, I think.
Or just what types of things do you do during this time of year to stay sharp, for lack of a better
Yeah, so this time of year, mostly just, strength training, a little bit of jab throwing. We try to get into Haluba so that we can throw full throws and sort of see how they're going. We do that about once a week. And then, occasionally we'll do some gymnastics or some swimming just to sort of change things up, keep it interesting. But this time of year, we're getting pretty antsy to get outside and get competing.
Any other questions? Thanks, Coach.
Okay, thank you all.